So let me briefly revise all these steps. Then we will start with your reflections. So in step 1, we are observing ourselves, right? And when we are observing, we are not reacting. We are not trying to stop. We are not trying to change content of my imagination. So observation means seeing the things as it is, as they are happening. So whatever is happening in my imagination, I am seeing it as it is, as a observer. So this is first step. For that, I need to be aware. I need to be aware of my attention. So during this observation, if my attention goes out, don't react it. Just remind yourself that I have to observe myself, and gradually your attention will come to your imagination. Once you are observing your imagination, there may be up and down in your imagination. So if you are feeling good, it is okay. Don't try to continue this. If you are not feeling comfortable, don't try to stop it. Don't try to run away from it. Don't try to change it. So this is observation that we are practicing for few days. Then in step 2, we are evaluating whatever I am observing. So I am evaluating my imagination. I am evaluating my feelings. And I am evaluating whether the feelings is naturally acceptable to me or not. Is it accordance with human nature or not? So I am evaluating it. If it is according to natural acceptance, then we continue our observation. We are not trying to forcibly continue with this. If something is not naturally acceptable to me, I am not trying to stop it. I am just evaluating it, whether it is naturally acceptable to me or not. With this, in step 3, we are observing impact of this feeling on my state of being. Right. So I am observing whether I am feeling comfortable, uncomfortable, whether I am in a state of harmony, contradiction. Just observing the impact. With this, in step 4, we are evaluating, we are asking ourselves, who is taking the decision for this feeling? Who is responsible for my state of being? Is it some external condition? Is it because of some other human being, or is it because of my own decisions? So I am just trying to see the cause of my state of being. So who is taking decision? So once I am clear that I am taking decision, so two things will happen. Number 1, I will be free of complaints from others. Number 2, since I am responsible for these decisions, so I will make effort for my transformation, for my self-development. Once it is clear to me that I need to work on myself, I need to work on my self-development, then in step 5, I am observing whether my decisions are based on right understanding or assumptions. So whatever feeling I have at this moment, is it based on right understanding or assumption? If it is based on assumption, then it will keep changing with person, with circumstances outside, because there are many deep assumptions lying down and they get active whenever there is a conducive environment for those assumptions. So if my feelings are based on assumptions, it will be indefinite. For same person, I may feel feeling of relationship in morning. In evening, I may feel feeling of opposition. I may feel reaction inside for outside circumstances because my feelings are based on assumptions. Sometimes I may feel comfortable with outside environment. But if my feelings are based on right understanding, it will be definite. Now my feelings are based on right understanding. So it will not be influenced by other human beings or outside circumstances. Right. So with this definite feeling, my imagination will be harmonious. My state of being will be in harmony. And with this, I will be reflecting outside, interacting outside. It will ensure mutual happiness and mutual prosperity. So this is what we have learned. We are practicing from step 1 to 5. So in step 5, this right understanding, to have right understanding is my need, because I am aware if my all sanskars are aligned with right understanding, then my feelings can be definite. So in step 5, now this is my need to have right understanding. Right. In step 4, now I have become aware that I am responsible for my decisions. In step 5, now I am able to see that to have right understanding is my need. So to understand coexistence, to understand harmony, to understand relationship have become my need. Now I will focus on it. So if I start focusing on the coexistence, harmony and relationship, then my sanskar will be evaluated gradually. And they will be aligned with the coexistence, harmony and relationship. Once they are aligned with coexistence, harmony and relationships, now my feelings will be natural in alignment with relationship. And then my imagination will be definite. I will be comfortable in my imagination. And with this, my interaction outside will ensure mutual happiness and mutual prosperity, irrespective of others' behavior, irrespective of outside circumstances. So this is what we are practicing from step 1 to 5. So let's take few reflection, then we will move to next slides. Yes. So let's take reflection on today's assignment, yesterday assignments. So we have Anup ji with us. नमस्ते भैया, अनूप जी.
Hello.
नमस्ते भैया.
Hello.
नमस्ते भैया, you are audible.
Am I audible?
Yes भैया, yes, you are audible.
So, good morning to everyone. Namaste, Sabiko. So, what my exploration is, I feel that I am having, I want to have relationship, and I don't want to have opposition with people and outside relations, also in family and outside. But I find that, as you have mentioned, I sometimes have feeling of harmony, and sometimes I have feeling of opposition, or sometimes affection with my own family members. Sometimes, suppose I take because certain things have happened in the past, and some uh, friction was there, so I'm not able to come out of that feeling of opposition. So even though I understand that I need to be in harmony within and also with the other person, I am sometimes having a feeling of that is some sanskar may be there, but I'm not able to come out of that sanskar. So how to ensure that I come out of all this sanskar, which is sometimes making me feel in opposition, sometimes in affection or harmony. But I understand that I need to be in in affection, harmony. I don't want any opposition. So can you come throw some light or something? Thank you.
Yes, Bhaiya. So, Bhaiya, are you attending these sessions regularly?
No, I'm doing my own meditation and I'm not attending regularly, but I'm attending. I would like to attend, and whenever it is possible, I'm attending.
Okay. So, Bhaiya, I will request that you
Hello.
attend these sessions. Yes. Am I audible, Bhaiya? Hello?
Hello. Yeah, I
Hello?
am doing my own meditation otherwise. So uh, I observe myself and try to, whatever sanskar is there, try to come out of that.
Okay. So, first thing, Bhaiya, I would request you to continue in these sessions because this is a process.
Mm,
This is not a question answer based session. This is not a content based session. This is a process based session. So gradually we are moving step by step, and each step help us to observe in ourselves more clearly, more deeply. So that I will request you to continue this session regularly. This is one part. Second, if you are meditating and you are able to see your sanskar that you are sharing, so this is good, Bhaiya, that you are able to see your sanskar. Now, what is the issue? Issue is I want to live in harmony. I want to have a feeling of relationship. This is my natural acceptance.
mm,
But my sanskars are not aligned with relationship, coexistence, and harmony. Right. So if I ask myself, what are obstacles to live in harmony? Other persons are creating these obstacles. Outside environment is creating obstacles to live in harmony, or my sanskars are obstacles to live in harmony. So very soon you will get answer that it is my sanskars that are obstacles.
No, I understand.
Mm.
It is my
Yes,
sanskar. I'm trying to come out of the sanskars. I want the sanskars to leave my system. They must leave, and I need to come out. They must go away. But I am doing my own meditation, but I'm not able to come out of these sanskars and not letting the sanskars go away. Then only I
yes,
will be
Bhaiya.
in harmony, because then I will not have any feeling of opposition with anybody, even if something has happened in the past which they have created some kind of feeling in me. So
Yes, Bhaiya.
if that feeling goes away, then I will be calm or comfortable within, and with that feeling of empowerment and comfort, I can have feeling of harmony with everyone, even if they have done something to me earlier. So I'm doing my meditation. Let us hope. And
Yes, Bhaiya.
hmm,
Yes. So let me complete, Bhaiya.
hmm,
So once I am aware of my sanskars, है then
hmm,
in step one, we are observing it. This step one is very important.
hmm,
So if you have listen this step one, Step 1 is based on observation, and observation means I am observing my sanskar as it is, as a pure observer.
Yes.
What I can sense from your sharing, you are doing step 2, 3, 4 together now, without going to step 1. So whenever there is a sanskar which is not aligned with harmony, I am not observing it. We generally start reacting into it. So you want to get rid of this sanskar, and you are reacting into it. So what is the way to come out of it? First, we need to learn, observe these sanskars, observe my imagination. So you can ask yourself, Bhaiya, are you observing or you start reacting, or you are reacting into your sanskar?
Yes, Bhaiya, I'm observing it and I am practicing not to react, and I'm observing the sanskars and practicing not to react. Uh,
Yes.
what you
So
have
if you
said,
are doing, Bhaiya, if you are doing that and it is taking time, it means our sanskars are very strong,
hmm,
and it will take time. If you are
hmm,
observing it properly, then stepwise you are doing correct. It is taking time because sanskars are very strong. Their intensity is very high. So it will take time if you are observing. So you assured yourself you are observing, then evaluating. Then step 4, I am uh, observing who is decision maker. Then in step 5, I am working on my right understanding. I am working on coexistence, harmony, and relationship. So you can be assured, Bhaiya, are you doing all these steps separately or not? If you are doing it separately, and you are not able to live in harmony, it means sanskars are very strong. So it will take time, but process wise, it is, you know, we have to be in process.
yeah, what I feel is sometimes although I'm doing all this process and practice, sometimes in during sleep or when I am not conscious, these sanskars get uh, built up or automatically get multiplied or something like that. Something is happening like that. That's what I feel, because I'm not sure about that. But when I am not aware or awake, I feel that these scars are getting multiplied. Maybe it is true, maybe it is not. I'm not sure about that. But I am doing from my side. I am doing the process, practice. Let us hope and see that I come out of.
Yes. So be in the process, Bhaiya. Don't be in hurry to see outcome.
Okay, okay,
है ना?
thank
Just be in the process.
you. Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
Bhaiya. Namaste, Bhaiya.
Namaste.
So we have Balji Reddy with us. Namaste, Bhaiya.
Namaskar, Gopal Bhaiya. Namaskar to all. So, Bhaiya, as
Yes.
per yesterday's assignment, in the first step, I observed different feelings for different people for the same instance. And in the second case, different feelings for the same person at different instances. So, as you instructed, as you guided, step 1, I observed, step 2, I evaluated. Sometimes it is natural acceptable. Sometimes it is not natural acceptable. Third point, its impact. I observed. Sometimes I'm comfortable. Sometimes I'm not comfortable. And fourth point. So who is taking the decision? Who is
Recording
responsible?
in progress.
Who is responsible for this position? So I felt in both the cases, I myself am responsible 100% for that type of situation. And number 5, so is this decision taken, or is this situation is due to the decision taken by based on right understanding or assumption? Definitely assumption. Why? Because Bhaiya, if it is taken based on right understanding, I would have been happy all the time. So definitely it is based on assumption when I am feeling uncomfortable. So there is a need for me to realize, to be in coexistence always. There is a need for me to understand, to be in harmony. There is a need for me to contemplate, to have good relations at all levels. That's what I understood, Bhaiya. Thank you. Kindly guide me.
Yes, Bhaiya. So nice observation, Bhaiya. And it is good that you are feeling a need to have feeling of coexistence, harmony and relationship. So we can observe this state of being, my state of being all the time. As you said, sometimes I have a feeling of opposition, sometimes I have a feeling of relationship. Right. So whenever you have feeling of relationship of, or opposition, you just be aware whether this state of being, my being, is because of assumption or because of right understanding. So generally we pay attention on these issues when feelings are not comfortable, but we have to check, we need to check, even I am feeling comfortable also. So when I am feeling comfortable with one person in morning, even then I need to check whether my feelings are based on assumption or right understanding. So if it is based on assumption, then by evening it will change. If it is based on right understanding, then it will continue, irrespective of the person outside. Right. So
Yes,
this
Bhaiya.
we have to keep checking, Bhaiya, within ourselves. And now we need to focus on coexistence, relationship, and in harmony. So for example, I am feeling uncomfortable and I'm observing myself. Suppose there is a person, I met him, and now I am feeling uncomfortable. So now what we need to do, we need to check. We need to do step one. I am observing myself. I am uncomfortable. Who is taking decision? I am taking decision if I am able to see. Then next, I need to check whether my decisions are based on assumption or right understanding. So if my decisions are based on assumptions, then I will be reminding his past behavior for that person. And due to past behavior, I am not able to see feeling of relationship with that person. Because due to his past action, due to his past behavior, I have assumed something for that person. That's why I am not feeling relationship for him. Now we need to check with right understanding. So with right understanding, I will focus on his potential. As I have potential to see my imagination, the other person also has a potential. As I am a consciousness, the other person is also consciousness. I need happiness, prosperity, and continuity. The other person's need is also happiness, prosperity, and continuity. So with right understanding, I will be focusing on these absolute things. So once the happiness is at the center, once the consciousness is the center, once the potential of consciousness is at the center, then my feelings will be definite every moment. If I am focusing his past behavior, his past action, then assumption will start working. And at that moment, I will not have a definite feeling for him. So there is a need to shift from assumption to right understanding. So whenever I am feeling uncomfortable, it means some assumptions I have for that person. So now what need to do? I need to focus on coexistence. I need to focus on harmony. I need to focus on relationship. So harmony means there is a innate, natural acceptance, which we are calling. So there is something which is innate in us. Similarly, there is something innate in others person also. Now my focus on that innateness, that harmony that is lying in me, that is lying other person. When I will focus on this innateness, then I will be thinking of my participation. And I can see that with feeling of trust, with feeling of respect, I can participate with that person. Now feeling of trust, feeling of respect will be at focus, will be at center. Once these are at the center, now I will be comfortable because I am focusing on coexistence, harmony, and relationship. So this is what we need to do each time here. We need to check within ourselves each time. Then definitely our feelings will be definite. Is it okay, Bhaiya?
Yes, Bhaiya. Thank you very much, Bhaiya.
Okay, Bhaiya.
Namaskar.
Namaste, Bhaiya. Namaste. So we have Dr. L. Pathatu Rani. Didi, are you able to hear me? KCG College of Technology. Didi? Okay. So let's have reflection from Ashok ji. Ashok Behra ji. Namaste, Bhaiya. Yes. Okay. So Bhaiya, are you attending these sessions regularly? Yes, nice, Bhaiya. Very nice. Yes. So this is true here that each one of us having different sanskars. So I have different sanskar. You have different sanskar. Each one of us has different sanskars. And these sanskar may be based on assumption, may be based on right understanding. Right? This is one part. But I need to decide whenever I am interacting with other person, then I need to decide I will start with his present sanskar, or I will focus on his natural acceptance. This we need to decide, Bhaiya. You are having different sanskar. Yes. Yes, Bhaiya. So even if he is not following all the rule, this is worst condition. But where will we start? We will start with natural acceptance, or we will start with present sanskar. I have understood, Bhaiya, your issue. I have understood your issues, but I am moving step by step. Na? Yes, I am moving step by step. So first step is what I am trying to help you. So this is person who is not following any rule. Let's take for example, right? And I am interacting with him, right? So I am asking, I will start with assumption or I will start with right understanding, that I can decide within myself or not. Yes, I can decide myself. If I am starting with right understanding, my feeling will be of relationship for him. Is it okay or not? Yes. And with this feeling of relationship, I will be comfortable within me. Is this okay, Bhaiya? And now with this feeling of relationship, I can interact with him. I can tell him all rules and regulation. And I can request him, or I can say anything you want to say to make him disciplined. But important is I am focusing with right understanding. I am focusing on his potential. Now I am making program to help their sanskars, to help his sanskars. So my program is to help him if I am going with my right understanding. If I am not going with my right understanding, if I am not going with coexistence, harmony, relationship, then my program will be different. Maybe you know, to convince him logically, maybe to insult him, etc., etc. But if my sanskars are, yes, Bhaiya. Bhaiya, you tell him about all the rules. But what I am saying, while interacting with that person, will I be comfortable within, or will I be uncomfortable within myself? What is naturally acceptable? So you make a program. Suppose you are suspending him. Suppose you are suspending him for 2 or 3 days, for example, right? But are you aware of your feelings while taking this decision? So this is not working outside. Issue is my program is insufficient to make him disciplined. Right? है ना? Yes. Yes, भैया. So you need to check. You need to check what is the reason of your uncomfortability. That person that knocking the door, or it is your decision to start feeling of opposition within you. It is happening, and who is responsible for this? Then bhaiya, then it is okay bhaiya. If you are aware that it is your problem, then you need to work for your self development. If yes, you are not able to do this because you start reacting into this event. You are reacting into this event. So whenever next time that student come into your class in mid of the class, then you be aware of yourself. My feelings, and I will take decision of my feelings, or that my feelings depends on that student. You just be aware of yourself. Yes, Bhaiya. So what is exactly your question here? What do you want to know from me? Mm. Mhm. Yes, Bhaiya. So this is what we are discussing for last few days. है ना? So this is what we are discussing. So first we need to observe without giving any reaction. So this observation is important. Yes, Bhaiya? Your imagination, your imagination. I need to observe myself. Yes, yes. Yes. What is happening in you, just observe it. No, no. You are reacting because you are not observing. You are indulging in your mind. See, Bhaiya, these steps we have discussed many times. So you can call me personally. I will tell you step by step again. Yes. Do you have my number? Yes. You can take my number and you call me anytime. So I will revise all these steps for you, Bhaiya. Okay, Bhaiya. Okay. Okay. So namaste, Bhaiya. Okay, so let's take one sharing, then we will practice observation. So we have Pramod Kumari ji with us. Namaste, Didi.
Namaste, Bhaiya.
Ji.
Yeah, Bhaiya, yes. As far as yesterday's assignment is concerned, I observed like we have different feeling for different persons for the same thing. But Bhaiya, I observed that we can't equate or put everyone on the same platform because of their sanskars. Some are more resolved. Some we feel comfortable with some people, with some we don't feel that we don't have that much comfort level. Like as it was the example given was that of mother and mother-in-law. So yeah, if like one is biological mother and another is mother by God's grace or by social norms. So if mother says something like I do agree that we feel a little resistance if something is said like that. If my mother says other daughters have more work efficiency than you, then I just have this feeling that why she is comparing me to others. But if my mother-in-law says that the other daughter-in-laws are having more, they work more steadfastly than you, then I observe that a little reaction comes inside and my feeling changes because she's I just have this assumption that she's trying to show me in a poor light or demeaning me. But yeah, but on the other side, like if I find fault with my mother, then I try to seek her attention towards it. But if my mother-in-law, as is the case with mother-in-law, we can't, like I can't do it. So yeah, it was my observation regarding the first case. And for the second, like even for the same person, we have different feelings throughout the day. Like as is the case, as far as like the case with husband, like when I'm just cooking the lunch in the morning, then the feeling is of nurturing. But if I receive it in the same way in the evening as it is, like he might have attended some party or some other thing, he gone outside for the lunch. So my feeling a little a position comes like why he hasn't informed me earlier or something like that. So I noticed, and even I noticed my assumptions, my sanskar also, that if somebody like I'll put allegations, then I feel a reaction inside me, or I have this, I'm not in the habit of listening to that, because all of a sudden the moment I listen something negative about myself, then I just start reacting on it. So I also observed this thing. So we have this is my observation. So like how can I put more in alignment this?
Yes, Didi. So, Didi, let's take 10-minute observation. Let's
Okay,
take
Bhaiya.
pause for 10 minutes. Then I
Okay.
will come back and start with your answer.
Okay, Bhaiya. Thank you.
Right. So let's take
Okay.
10-minute pause. After 10 minutes, I will respond to a question of Pramod Didi.
Okay, Bhaiya. Thank you.
Didi question. Didi, are you
Yes. Yes, Bhaiya,
available?
I'm here.
Okay, Didi. So, see, in step 5, we are trying to see whether my feelings sanskars are based on right understanding or assumption. Right.
Yes, Bhaiya.
So if you see these assumptions, I have assumed something for my mother. I have assumed something else for my mother-in-law.
Yes, Bhaiya.
Otherwise, you will see at the level of sanskar, both are preconditioned. Both are
Yes.
slipping in behavior. But due to my assumptions, I have one kind of feeling, my mother, and due to another assumption, I have one kind of feeling for my mother-in-law. So
Yes,
what we
Bhaiya.
need to do, we need to check in ourselves what feelings is naturally acceptable to me for every human being. So whenever your mother-in-law is with you, you don't start that this is my mother-in-law and with such kind of thoughts. You start what feeling is naturally acceptable to me for every human being.
Yes, Priya.
So your mother-in-law also a human being, coexistence
Yes.
of self and body. And
Yes.
your mother is also a human being,
Yes, Priya.
coexistence of self and body.
Yes.
So now you ask yourself, what feelings are naturally acceptable to me whenever I am interacting with a human being, right? So with
Respect.
knowing, I will be considering both of them as a human being.
Yes, Priya. First and foremost.
Because, yes, Didi?
Yeah, first and foremost, we have to consider this thing. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So I am interacting with human being. Now I will start coexistence, relationship and harmony.
Yes, Priya.
The moment I say I see her as a mother-in-law, many assumptions start working in us.
Yes, Priya. But Bhaiya, it
And with
happens that
this,
Bhaiya, it also happens that like the moment we enter in-laws house, we have this thing in mind that we are going to get a new home for us, but they are already like biased, prejudiced, and things don't happen the
yes,
way we expect them to be.
no, it doesn't happen the moment you enter in her house. It is happening in you all the time, whenever you think of your mother-in-law. Whenever you enter in her house,
Yes, Priya.
these assumptions intensity increases.
Yes, Priya.
Otherwise, it is happening in you because it's a matter of assumption. So because my sanskars are based on assumption, and these assumptions are working all the time in me.
Yes.
But the moment I enter into her house, these assumptions, I pay attention on these assumptions in a focused manner. That's why I am not able to see that she is also a human being, and feeling of relationship coexistence is naturally acceptable to me for everyone because these assumptions are working in me.
Yes, Priya. Somewhere inside. Yeah.
Yes. Right, Didi?
Yeah. Yes, Priya.
Yes. So
And
with
for
right
the
understanding, I will be able to see as a human being, whether it is my mother, father, mother-in-law, father-in-law, friend, anyone.
yes. Yes, but yeah, we forget when certain situations occur, this slips from our from us. Yeah.
Yes. So in a particular situation, my assumption starts working. And once these assumptions are working, my feeling gets changed. And this feeling dominate my whole imagination. Due to that, I lose my awareness to
Yes,
observe.
yes, it happens. Yeah. Mhm.
Yes. So this is happening because I have many
Yeah. And
assumptions.
yes, yeah. And also it happens with the same person throughout the day, feelings change. Yeah.
Yes. So if it is changing for same person, it means I am living with conditions. I am not
Yeah.
living with feeling of relationship.
Yes, yeah.
So whenever my conditions are fulfilled, I feel comfortable. Whenever my conditions are not fulfilled, I am uncomfortable.
Yes, yes, we are.
Right. That's why in these steps we are checking all the time. What is my state of being?
Yeah, we are
Am I
sometimes very
comfortable
subtle
or
things
not?
are also seen. If we are more at observation, then very subtle things are also seen during the
Yes.
observation.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
Didi.
Okay, thank you so much, Via, for this much guidance. Thank you so much.
Okay, Didi. Namaste. So it's also
Namaste,
time for
Via.
Hindi session. Thank you everyone for participating actively. Now I request Sunil Bhaiya to start Hindi session.
Yeah. Thank you,
Namaste Bhaiya.
Gopal Bhavaya. Namaste. Thank you, Gopal Bhavaya, for this enriching and enlightening English morning session today. Thank you all the participants for your active participation with questions, sharings, and reflections in this English morning session. So before we switch over to the Hindi part, we can have a look at the chat box where we have this regular announcements of one of them is to join the WhatsApp group. I hope all of you are part of that. And you can have a look at the WhatsApp group of Morning Session Daily to get the daily updates and assignments. You can contact the faculty volunteers for assistance also. Then the forthcoming international conference is announced. It is going to happen from 22nd to 24th of November 2024. So you can send the link for registration to the potential participants in the country and outside the country. And you can also send this to the policymakers of your institutions. And you can contact the regional coordinators for any assistance regarding this. Now, from 21st to 25th of this month, we have an introductory FTP in Hindi online, and 21st to 26th of this month in the evening, we have a students workshop in English. So we can join that to strengthen our self-exploration part. Now, to those who have experienced a major shift for the betterment of your health since the universal human value proposals, please make a list of the changes you have noticed that has taken place and how you think it has happened. You can make a note of this and send that to Shamla Didi, who is handling the special interest group of health in the international conference. There are 3 SIGs in the conference. One is the health, second is the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals, and third is education. So you can be part of this also. So thank you once again. So namaste for the illustration part, and namaste Priya team for the moderation part. Priya, over to you now. Thank you.
जी, धन्यवाद।